works for you?
Yeah.
That's, to me, that's one of the critical questions and considerations for most businesses. You've got to think about kind of two aspects of your business in terms of your size and what you have the resources available to do, as well as the marketing funnel. And so when you look at what channel you then want to implement, like the way we sort of approach things, we look at it kind of on that sort of 80-20 principle. You know, what are the channels that we're going to get 80% of the result with 20% of the effort?
Yeah.
You know, because if you went into each individual channel and you became a master and did, you know, Twitter or Facebook or Google Ads, and you went 100% into it and spent all your time and effort and money in that one channel, yeah, you could do extraordinarily well. But how much wastage happens, because to get that last little bit out of each channel requires so much more, extra effort. Whereas if we just focus on doing what, you know, so that was it, Tim Ferriss has that minimum sort of threshold that he puts in there in terms of creating that, doing just enough to get an awesome result out of it. And that's it. And then move on, and well, not move on, but embrace other channels and bring those into the mix. And the core decision really is to think about what we always start with is look at the customer journey and think about where you want to start talking to them, and focus on the areas when you think about, okay, so we all go through that whole process, right? So we have, you know, problem, solution, consideration, decision, right? And so we think about, well, where do we start advertising? How do we market to people? Don't start up in the awareness stage, first off. If you're not visible to people at the consideration phase, when they're sort of looking for exactly your kind of service, so if they're doing a search for a copywriter and you're not visible there, you know, there's no point doing all this other stuff here. That's going to cost you a lot of time, effort, and money to get to people. Whereas at the consideration decision stage, they already know what they're looking for. You just need to be in front of them.
Yeah.
So that's where we sort of encourage a lot of businesses.